In this video, I'm going to explain the trigonometric identities, but verifying the trigonometric identities. How to verify the trigonometric identity? Here, one of the side, left-hand side or right-hand side, we are going to prove that it's equal to on the other side, right-hand side. And here, left-hand side or right-hand side, you are going to start from one of the side. Then you are going to drive the equation. You are going to drive the equation and you are going to evaluate the other side. In this question, I want to use, instead of cosecant x, I want to start with right hand side, and I'm going to start with this expression, then I'm going to evaluate cosecant x. So I'm going to start from the right hand side, and cosine x times tangent x plus cotangent x. I'm going to prove that it's going to be equal to secant x. Okay, we know the identities. That's why cosine x times sine x over cosine x, I'm going to say, and cotangent x is going to be equal to cosine x over sine x. Okay, the denominators, they are not same. I'm going to get the denominators equal for c. This is going to be sine x, and this is going to be cosine x. When you multiply sine x and sine x, it's going to be equal to sine square x, sine square x. When you multiply sine x and cosine x, cosine x times cosine x, it's going to be equal to cosine square x. The denominators are same, sine x times cosine x, sine x times cosine x, it's going to be. So the denominator is now sine x times cosine x. Okay, here is the trigonometric identity. Sine square x plus cosine square x. And we know that's equal to 1. So cosine x times sine square x plus cosine square x is equal to 1 over sine x times cosine x. You know, cosine x and cosine x you may simplify because there is a multiplication between them, and this is, at the end we will leave 1 over sine x. Now 1 over sine x, if you remember, I said secant and about the cosecant x values. Secant x, it is equal to 1 over, if this starts with s, this is going to be c, so 1 over cosine. Cosecant x, it's going to be equal to 1 over sine x. So this is cosecant x, it's going to be. Okay, the next question. Sine square x plus cosine square x over sine x times cosine x is equal to 2 secant x cosecant x. How to prove this one? Okay, I'm going to do like this. I'm going to start with left hand side this time. Sine x plus cosine x squared over sine x times cosine x. And I'm going to drive this part, and I'm going to try to get the right side. Sine x plus cosine x squared. I'm going to a plus b. I'm going to write a plus b squared here. Pardon. Okay. Now a plus b squared, you know, it's equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. It's going to be, then it's going to be equal to sine square x plus 2 times sine x times cosine x plus cosine square x. It's going to be cosine square x. I think I should write it clearly. Cosine square x over sine x times cosine x. It's going to be. Now, sine square x plus cosine square x is equal to 1. So I can write, instead of sine square plus cosine square, 1. So it becomes 1 plus 2 sine x times cosine x over sine x times cosine x. Okay, how this expression can be 2 plus secant x times cosecant x? Here we are going to use this trick. Normally a over b plus c over b, if I ask, you're going to tell the denominators are the same, that's why a plus c over b. If a plus c over b is given to us, how we are going to separate? Like this, a over b plus c over b. So I'm going to separate this with plus term 1 over sin x times cosine x plus 2 over sin x times cosine x over sin x times cosine x. This sin x and this sin x you may simplify. This cosine x and this cosine x you may simplify, and you will get this one. What about 1 over sin x times cosine x? When there is a multiplication, you know this one. 1 over, or not 1 over, a over b times c over d. Is it equal to a times c over b times d? Yes. So this is 1 times 1 times 1 over sin x times cosine x plus 2. Then it's going to be equal to 1 over sin x times 1 over cosine x plus 2. If we continue like this, it's going to be equal to here 1 over sin x. If you remember, I said here it's going to be cosecant x. Cosecant x. 1 over cosine x, it's going to be secant x plus 2. If we rearrange that one, because here the term is asked by 2 secant x plus, it's equal to 2 plus secant x times cosecant x. It's going to be, as you see, we prove that sine square x, here the expression sine x plus cosine x squared over sine x times cosine x is equal to that one. Okay. Here, if we try to evaluate this identity, as I said, left hand side it's going to be equal to right hand side, and I'm going to try to get the right hand side here. I'm going to start with cosine side, cosine x over 1 minus sin x. Now I have to use some tricks here. I'm going to do some operations here, and I'm going to make the denominator cosine x. How to make this one cosine x? Firstly, it is not possible to make this one cosine x, but I know this one. 1 minus sine square x is equal to cosine square x. This is the first fact. And the second one, 1 minus a square is equal to, or a square minus b squared is equal to a minus b times a plus b. So 1 minus sine square x, 1 squared minus sine squared at the same time, it is 1 minus sine square x. Sine square x is equal to 1 squared minus sine squared. Then it's going to be equal to 1 minus sine x times 1 minus 1 plus sine x. And here, at the beginning, I said this is equal to cosine square x. So cosine square x is equal to 1 minus sine square x. That's equal to 1 squared minus sine squared. And that's, at the end, 1 minus sine x times 1 plus sine x. What I have? I have 1 minus sine x. With what I am going to multiply? With 1 plus sine x. And I'm going to multiply this one with 1 plus sine x. Then it's going to be equal to, this expression is going to be equal to 1 plus sine x times cosine x over 1 minus sine x times 1 plus sin x. Let's continue. Then 1 minus sin x times 1 plus sin x is going to be equal to 1 plus sin x times 1 plus sin x times cosine x over 1 square minus sine square x, which is equal to cosine square x. 1 plus sin x times cosine x over cosine square x. What about cosine square x? Cosine square x is equal to cosine x times cosine x. So it's equal to 1 plus sin x times cosine x over cosine x times cosine x. If we simplify, the thing that we left, it's equal to 1 plus sin x over cosine x. At the beginning, we start with cosine x over 1 minus sin x, and at the end, cosine x over 1 minus sin x, and at the end, we got 1 plus sin x over cosine x. So we prove that, we verify that this expression is equal to this one. This is the homework, and we are going to solve these questions in the class.